Our weekend watch on to spotlight on government activity. Chicago has reached a tentative agreement to settle its legal battle against a North suburban woman dubbed by city attorneys as Chicago's worst landowner. The $11.5 million settlement would resolve the ongoing legal claims against Northbrook resident Susie B. Wilson. An investigation by Illinois Answers Project and Block Club Chicago revealed Wilson's companies racked up millions of dollars in unpaid fines due to hundreds of neglected and garbage-filled lots. Many of these properties are on Chicago's south and west sides. And here to talk more about this is Illinois Answers investigative reporter Casey Toner. Good morning and welcome back. I know this is a story you've been following for a long time now.
I have. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. So, all right, are we going to see some resolution now that the city's entered into this tentative agreement?
It is a tentative agreement, but it does seem like there is a path forward to settle these outstanding debts that are owned by the companies of Northbrook resident Susie B. Wilson and her family that could, make Chicago more or less whole.
And just to remind people, how big of a problem were these lots, and why was it so concerning to city attorneys and to just people who lived in the area?
Well, the lots present a few problems. One is if there's like a car on the lot, the cars can leach chemicals into the soil and poison the land. If there are tires on the lot, tires can be a fire hazard. If those goes up in flames, they can be very, very hard to put out. And then the third problem is just, when people are sitting on lots, forever, it makes them very hard to develop. When people are just squatting on lots, waiting for real estate prices to rise, that could mean that just nothing gets done with them forever. But now, the floodgates have opened up and a lot of these lots are being auctioned off, right now.
You're talking about the kind of hazardous, we just saw some of the materials there. I mean, there's a lot of just debris in the yards.
Yes, and debris, is a big problem. In one of these lawsuits in a different case, they talked about this tree that had broken, this enormous tree that was just laying across the lot. And, the lawsuit referred to the tree as a widowmaker because of the propensity for these trees to fall and kill people. Oh
my gosh, geez. Well, if this settlement passes, how long would it take, do you think, to see some resolution with the city?
It's hard to say, but I would expect this to take some time. In the most recent court filing, an attorney in the case said that there's been tremendous interest in these properties and asked for an extension because a lot of these buyers who are looking to buy these lots, are new to the process and they need some hand-holding as it goes forward. So it could take a while. Even right now, the extension for the bids on these properties has been extended to March 3rd. And people can learn more about this at ChicagoLotSales2025.com.
Okay, so those lots are up for sale now, right, for auction at this point?
They are, and it looks like the bidding is going to close on March 30th. So, people can still do it. Again, ChicagoLotSales2025.com. And you can also go to our website at illinoisanswers.org to read more as I follow this story going forward.
I know, man, you've been on it. In terms of how Wilson has responded to these allegations, what is her response?
She hasn't said very much. I've contacted her again and again and again. She never calls me back. Her attorneys don't call me back. I would love to talk to her. But we did see in her most recent court filings that she's having some frustration with this process. Her attorneys dropped her as a client, and she said, that this settlement is bogus and she doesn't want to do it. Whether that will have any impact on proceedings going forward, we shall see.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.